back for some more punishment, as it were. Well, punishment in a sense. This one I'm about to present is from a brand whose most recent addition to my taste testing was not very good. Excuse me. This is the Louisiana brand Habanero sauce. Contains fully aged peppers, vinegar, salt, and habaneros. So habanero is just an accent, basically. Okay. So here we go. Excuse me. Had to get my official declogging device. There's all kinds of shit stuck on there. Okay. Right off, it's pretty watery. Just like the regular Louisiana. Very heavy cayenne, kind of salty. Mildly habanero background flavor. Well, it's getting hot fast. Whew. Wow. Nice sting in the back of my throat. Feels like if I had eaten any more of this on the spoon, I would have gotten the hiccups. It would go under my tongue, and my whole tongue is just back of my throat on the top of my soft palate. And just my face is warm and kind of sweating. My head feels warm. Not really buzzy or anything, but definitely warm. I feel a tiny sting on the very back on the top of my tongue when I swallow and when I'm talking now. It just... This is a pretty warm sauce. And I got a few more after this that are a bit warm. Wow, that's hot. Saliva's thickening in the back of my throat. Yeah, my whole tongue's warm, and it's my soft palate in the back, and it feels kind of warm, yet cool, alternating sensation on the outside of my neck right here. Feel a little bit of a sting when I inhale, and burn on my tongue when I exhale. My lips are starting to glow now too. Yeah, this one's got a decent kick to it. It didn't really kick in right away, but it's pretty good. Pretty good knocking going on right in here. Just a slow pulsation in and out. Got 8 more left after this, and I'm done with all the sauces that I have at the moment. There's a few more that I could pick up at Econo. Yeah, I'm riding the wave on this one. Now the burns moved more to the tip of my tongue and my lips now. The back of my throat. I can still feel a little bit, but it's not as noticeable as on my lips. Right there on my tongue. Yeah, my sense of taste is partially gone at the moment. So we say a pile of brush fire embers is coalescing in the back of my throat. It's not extremely hot, but I feel that almost peppery-like sensation. It's like crackling dried leaves that are burning is an analogy I came up with. Nose is running a tiny bit. But yeah, my lips are burning still. Excuse me. All that coagulating saliva in the back of my throat there is making it tough to swallow. That's fairly decent heat. But it is dying down now. Mainly just on my lips. And when I breathe over the top of my tongue, I can feel it. Tiny pinpoints back there in my throat still, but it's dying down now. So, in conclusion, Louisiana brand habanero sauce. It's not too bad. It's a faint bit salty. A little thin. It's good cayenne flavor. It's kind of just like all the other Tabasco style knockoffs. I don't know which came first, but they're all the ones in that cayenne category. They use the fully aged red peppers, vinegar, salt, or any combination of those two other ingredients, and then sometimes preservatives. Sometimes they'll put some other stuff in it, but they all taste fairly similar. Sometimes they'll put cumin or something, may give it more of a Southwest flavor, but it's still the same essential ingredients, like the cayenne peppers. It's fairly decent, I guess, overall. Faint habanero undertones, but nothing really all that noticeable. It's the cayenne and the salt that catch me first. And it burn does persist. I can still feel it now, about 7.5 minutes after I actually ate it, or 8 minutes or so. Video time is running at 9.5 minutes, but I didn't eat it right away. Faint going on the top of my tongue and on my edges of my lips, and a little bit back here, but it's slowly fading down now. And yeah, so it's a fairly good kick to it. If you like a little bit spicier than regular hot sauces, I'd recommend this one because the flavor's not too bad. Excuse me. It's a safe flavor for people who aren't really adventurous with all kinds of, fruity ingredients and stuff. I got a few here that are wonderful, but they're not conventional formulas or flavors, so no, they might not appeal to as many people. So the Louisiana Habanero, it's good for extra heat. Pretty standard Tabasco style hot sauce flavor, but with extra heat. Faint habanero undertones, which you may not notice if you're not as much of a connoisseur of these kinds of things, but nonetheless, it's a pretty decent sauce overall for a commercial brand.